everyone. Welcome back. It's a new year, 2024. Welcome back. Happy New Year to everybody. So excited to still be here after New Year's, right? And we talked about, before we went into the new year, we talked about New Year's resolutions and what people were doing. And of course, you know the gyms are packed right now. It's funny because I was talking to somebody and they were like, yeah, I'm in the gym. And I was like, oh, are you one of those? And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, one of those people that go to the gym the first month.
Yeah, for the first month.
And then they kind of fall off. He was like, nah, I just kind of took a break during the holidays, but now I'm back at it. I was like, oh, okay, that's understandable, taking a break between Christmas and New Year's just to kind of regroup, maybe redo your workout plan, right?
Yep. It's funny because you didn't watch, you was asleep, so you didn't see the ball drop.
No, I ain't see nothing.
Yeah, the ball drop was sponsored by Planet Fitness. That's the first time I ever really, I don't remember seeing like
a sponsor for the New York, the Apple?
Yeah, the Apple.
Okay,
Planet
no, I
Fitness
didn't
sponsored the show.
I never seen that either.
Yeah, so they know that people are going for the first month too then, you know.
Oh my God. So I've been since the new year doing no sugar. Watching my carbs and no processed foods. So I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing it it's been 3 days and I have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I feel good. I don't feel bloated. I feel like I'm back to myself. Especially since my traumatic experience.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing good now. I'm
good.
on the right track. Right?
Exactly. Are you drinking your coffee black then?
Yeah, I'm drinking half and half. I can't do just black, y'all.
So you put
I can't. I mean, but half and half doesn't
It's
have...
like the milk thing, right?
Yeah, it's like milk. So it doesn't have that much sugar in it.
Okay.
I never checked to see because it's like, I don't have the option to drink it black.
Yeah.
I don't like it black. It's already bad enough. I don't have no sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not doing any type of sugar, so...
They don't have like a vegan sugar or a sugarless sugar? Like that just...
A sugarless sugar?
Yeah, is that thing? Sugarless sugar?
I don't know. I'm sure that there's sweeteners. People say honey.
Oh, yeah, I've heard honey.
I told you I'm following this guy. Let me pull up his page here. Following this guy. Just started following him. And, man, when I tell you, I'm so intrigued in following his... Just everything that he's saying is just so... combats everything that you've even learned about... you know, eating right. And his name is Edward Abu.
That's his Instagram?
It's Eddie_Abu. He's on Instagram. ABBEW.
Okay.
Man, when I tell you, this guy right here.
The truth.
106 and 136 on the glycemic index. That means it's even higher than glucose.
It tells you how to eat, what to eat. If you want fat loss and build muscle, this your guy right here, y'all. Awesome. I have been watching him. I really like him. It's a lot. You know, when it's the New Year's, everybody's posting stuff about what to be doing, especially if you're working out and stuff. I don't have a problem with working out or losing weight or gaining body fat, but I do want to be a better version of what I was last year.
Yeah,
I'm working on a better version of myself in 2024. So that means I ain't putting up with no bullshit. I'm not bringing in no negativity for 2024. I am loving myself. I am self-aware. I am valuable. I am worthy and deserving of what I want out of my life. And if a person is not bringing in what I need, or we're not equally yoked, man, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Don't waste my time, and I'm not going to waste yours. We have to know that sometimes people are put in your life to waste your damn time.
Hey, then we got to take them out of our life then.
Got to remove them.
Yeah, got to.
Man, there were so many good memes for going into 2024.
For real?
Oh, my God. Yo, I couldn't help but post them. And I know people probably thinking, oh, what's she going through? Her and her man fighting. No, that ain't always the case, people. But I had some great memes, and I had to post them because guess what? They were funny.
Yeah.
This dude right here.
Eventually, everyone got to pay for what they did, bitch.
Like, I love him. I follow him on TikTok. There was a couple good ones. Some of these memes for 2024, this one. It says how I'm dealing with any oh man. Oh God, let me go back. She said she was funny too. It was like people were like, I'm letting you know. It says how I'm dealing with any BS in 2024. And she said blocked.
Yeah, block everything.
I'm blocking everything. I'm blocking negative energy. I'm blocking unpositive people.
Just respect the dead and never disturb them again.
What you
She said if
said?
somebody ghosts you, just don't disturb the dead.
Oh yeah.
And then this was so cute. This little Asian girl. It says, heading into 2024 knowing I'm not dealing with anybody's bullshit.
Yep, that's right.
Like, you guys, protect your energy. Protect your vibe. If you have a good vibe, and you know when you have a good vibe because people want to be around you. People love you. People, care about you. When you have a good, positive vibe, and I feel like I have great energy. Now, I could be rah-rah too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. But don't make that Delsey come out.
Yeah.
We all have, just like Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, like we all have that other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
The evil twin.
The evil twin. It's like, please don't make that person come out. Because you get the good version of me. And I'm trying to give everybody the good version of me for 2024. Like, I'm coming into 2024. There's some things I'm working on for myself because I want to grow. You know what I'm saying? As a person. And I feel like we all can grow as individuals, right?
That's all life is about, growing and changing and becoming the best version
The
of
best
yourself.
version of it. And finding your purpose. Because everybody has a purpose.
Yeah, a lot of people
you know what I'm
don't
saying?
know what their purpose is.
They don't know it.
too.
They're still trying to figure it out. And let me tell you something. Age has nothing to do with finding your purpose, because people find their purpose later on in life. It's a guy that I know from Baltimore that he always got something to say about age or my age. He's younger than I am, about my age, and I'm like, motherfucker, you better hope you live to this age, because it ain't guaranteed. And then why are you in my DMs? Get out my DMs.
Get out my DM.
What are you mad about? Because at my age I look good? Like, I don't understand what's your gripe with me?
Yeah.
Because you've been trying to sleep with me for years. And I'm just tired of you reaching out to me on some bullshit. Like, what are you mad about?
Block.
Exactly.
Block them.
All that negativity, you about to be blocked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not,
That's my special move.
blocking people.
I love to do that.
You got to cut access off to people that are negative in your life.
I can't lie. Sometimes I don't block people just so I can see that they're calling me still.
You want to see their name come
Yeah.
up?
It's like,
Yeah, because, bitch, I ain't answering.
not answering this shit.
Not answering the phone. It's all good. You know what you need to do for your own sanity.
You know what
Don't-
makes you feel good and what doesn't.
Exactly. When something is, and we're going to talk about consistency today, because I think that's consistency in all types of relationships and what it means, why it's important. Last week we talked about, I got a lot of good feedback last week about taking on the tradition of taking
Last
on your
name.
husband's name when you get married. And a lot of people were commenting. It's funny because somebody commented that his ex-wife still has his name and he wanted it back. And I was just like, oh
How
my
long
God,
were they-
you need to talk to her and tell her you want your name back. Your kids are grown.
He should send her the clip of you talking about
Yeah,
all
exactly. Can I have my name back? And he's remarried.
that. Oh, whoa.
Why he got to have two wives with the same last name? An
Dang.
ex-wife and the new wife. See, for me, I already told y'all, if I'm coming into a relationship with a man that was married less than 5 years, and you ain't got no kids with this woman, I'm reaching out to her. I demand your name back.
Yeah, give me that.
Give me that. Pass the torch. You don't need to. But it was so funny because we got some good comments about, because I said it shows ownership, and people was like, ownership?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it shows ownership. And I was like, shit, if you don't think it shows ownership, that person owns you.
Yeah, you're just not thinking.
Your name
in
is
depth.
stamped. Your name, you are now Tyler, Mrs. Tyler Johnson. When you come out from being married and the pastor announces your names, Mr. and Mrs. David Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, you are David's wife. David owns you. I don't care what you say. That's what it is.
David owns you.
A lot of good feedback on that, though. I like when people comment and give their opinion. As I see our numbers going up. Each week we're growing, which is great. I hope that in 2024 we grow exponentially. Come on, y'all, help us grow. Help our numbers grow. Help us get out there. Help this podcast be more visible. Because I think there's a lot of podcasts out there. Just depends on what you're looking, what's entertaining to you. But help us grow. You know, at the end of the day, we're trying to grow too, right?
Yep.
Trying to get more followers here.
To the moon.
As I stated today, I want to talk about consistency in relationships, what it means and why it's important. So we all know being consistent is being reliable and dependable. And is a big part, integral part of a relationship. Right? What do you think about that? Not only romantic partnerships, business partnerships, friendships. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's the most important. I always try to be a man of my word, and I never say I'm gonna do something that don't plan on doing.
It's funny because I feel like people don't understand that being consistent builds trust, and it builds a confidence in the relationship that person knows that they can count on you. And I know, like in the beginning of a relationship, you're not going to get the consistency from the beginning because that person has to get to know you and make sure that you're trustworthy, you're loyal, right? And then with that person starts showing consistency. And sometimes I feel like one person shows consistency before the other person in the relationship. One person feels more comfortable to be consistent and show consistency. I know I struggle with this in a relationship before. I struggled with the person being consistent and committed to the relationship. So for me, it's like if you can't show me, you know, being consistent by communicating, calling, showing up when I need you. Like if you're the type of guy and I'm dating you and I got a flat tire and I'm going to say I drive a luxury car so I can call AAA. But if I can't call my man and say I got a flat tire and I don't know how to change it and AAA going to be an hour or 2 hours and I want to be home, can you come? And you can't reach him? That person's not, that person ain't on your team.
Man, he out there changing somebody else's tire.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm just talking shit.
But you might be right though.
Yeah.
I mean, you're challenged with when you have somebody inconsistent. You're challenged with trusting that person.
Yeah,
because there's no confidence in the relationship.
It makes you not even want to call them when things are going wrong. You're like, I'm gonna call somebody else. That's more. And if
dependable. I gotta call Marcus,
yeah,
to come change my tire, I might as well be with Marcus.
Yeah.
Why am I with you? Why am I showing you all the things that I'm doing for you, that I care for you, and showing you that I'm committed and I'm being consistent, but you're not? I call you, don't answer the phone. Like at the end of the day, that there's no trust in that. If you can't answer the phone when your mate is calling you, that's some
even
shit.
if you just answer, say, I'm busy, I'll call you right back.
Let me call you right back.
I do that often, but just to let them know, hey, I see you're calling.
I see you're calling. I'm acknowledging you. That's important.
Yeah, I'm busy right now.
I'm going to tell you, it's key because it makes people, when you're consistent in a relationship, it shows ownership. It shows that you're accountable.
Ownership, like you take ownership for your actions?
Yeah, for your actions. You're taking ownership for your actions. You're showing through action that I'm here for you. Right? You're being accountable. You're present. You're showing up. That's the foundation of a partnership. In any aspect, business partnership, friendship, romantic relationship, it's the foundation. Right? A lot of people think that, they don't have to be consistent because if you don't trust the person, you don't need to be consistent. If that person's not loyal, then you don't need to be consistent. Well, why are you wasting that person's time and wasting your time in the process?
Yeah, that's really, it's like, why are you wasting your own time?
It's crazy to me. So I definitely think that first of all, let me just say I went on to marriage.com. There's an article about consistency in relationships and what consistency looks like in a romantic relationship. So we're going to take it from friendship, business relationship, partnerships to romantic relationships, because that's what we talk about on TT's podcast. We talk about relationships. I'm trying to educate y'all. There's the initial stages of partnership. There's the attraction, chemistry, infatuation that monopolizes the brain and carries out through a couple of the first couple months of dating. So you're infatuated, you have chemistry, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the honeymoon stage.
The honeymoon phase of the relationship. People don't stay in that phase for a long time.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? People don't stay in the honeymoon phase.
His real life be kicking in, you know. That phone start ringing while y'all on y'all honeymoon.
It's like, I think that what happens is that when you're in that honeymoon phase, like you said, life hasn't kicked in. You have to basically, how do I say, you're becoming comfortable with one another.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta see how they interact with the world and things of that nature.
Exactly. So when reality sets in, that everything, I used to say this in my marriage, I can't give you newness when I've been with you for 20 years. I can't give you peaches and cream because we've been at this for 20 years. And in the course of 20 years, as you know, is that in the course of 20 years, guess what? Problems happen. Things happen. Financial, money matters, which is one of the top reasons why people get divorced.
Yeah.
Not only that, infidelity. Partners are apart. Maybe husband's in the military, wife is a stay-at-home mom. He's on a mission somewhere. So time lapses and you know, people cheat. Or, you know, I think as a military wife myself, when your father wasn't around, I found myself. Like I was able to be myself.
Yeah,
who I was initially before coming into the marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, us too. It was always way easier when he wasn't there.
When he wasn't there.
And he
really? You guys felt the same way I felt?
Every time he come back, it's just like the principal's the principal back from vacay.
Not the principal.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we can't do that no more. We can't have
like,
friends
it
over
was
every
like
day.
more relaxed, right? Because
Yeah.
And not that your father was like a dictator, but I think it was more like he's a military captain, a major. He's a high-ranking officer. And I think he was just so used to being in command that he commanded his family the same way.
Yeah.
Right? Which is not a bad thing. But I think that when he was not around, it, you know, sometimes the heart, you know, they say with absence, the heart grows fonder. Or sometimes it just allows a person that is married time to themselves to think and reflect and say, you know, you handle situations different when it's a partnership. When you're by yourself, you handle situations differently.
And that's what I'm saying, because he'd be gone for a year and a half at times, and then, you know,
6 months, 3 months.
We're growing. Things are changing. Our life is moving on while you're gone. You can't come back and expect for things to be at the same, you know, be the same way. So it just was always weird for me because I felt like we grew and changed so much about life had changed, and then it just was weird to me. I never enjoyed that.
You never enjoyed him being gone and then coming back.
And
it was difficult to get back in the routine
in
the routine of how he could. Because I mean, to be honest, I was wife and I probably took care of the home when he wasn't there. But at the end of the day, he was. You know, he was in charge. You know, I always say he was in charge of the household and how it ran and financially. And I took care of the household duties, mom, wife, cooking, cleaning, because I didn't work. You know, that was my role. And I was okay with that. I probably would have been okay with that for like till today. Yeah. I was okay with being at home baking cookies and baking bread, like things that I don't get to do now because I'm out here working. You know, I'm hustling several things. I'm doing several things. And back then it was just so easy to be able to say, I'll help the kids with their homework. I'm throwing in a load of clothes. I'm folding clothes. I'm constantly moving, you know? Yeah. But it was weird to like you said, to come back.
Yeah, to get reacclimated
Reacclimated. But it's like you become, I think that, you know, I want to say that love was always present in our household, because I feel like there was always love in the household. It was just, things happen.
Yeah,
We
things
was young.
happen.
Stuff happens. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I think we always get off track a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all did it. Because I be thinking, like, you were my age that I am now, with 3 kids, had been married for 16 years. I'm like, what? How did you
Absolutely.
do that? Yeah, that's crazy.
Because how old are you?
I'll be 35 next month.
Yes. I actually got divorced at 38.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, my life outside of a partnership started when I was 38 years old.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
crazy.
how hard it is to transition from being with someone that took care of everything? Because essentially, I mean, he took care of everything. Never paid a mortgage payment. The only thing I took care of was my car and my car insurance. You want a luxury car? You're going to pay your car payment. You're going to pay your car insurance. Father took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? In that respect, and to be honest, men like that are very few and far between. Because everybody coming in with, we want half from the gate. I've had girlfriends that say, I think we're old school, where they're like, I don't want to do half with nobody. I don't mind paying utilities, phone bills, and carrying on the medical insurance. I don't want to pay a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff. I mean, you got to think about all that stuff. But anyway, we got off topic a little bit. Let's look at what are some things. I want to look at some things that show consistency in a relationship in the beginning, right? And I think one, we just talked about this, contact and time. I feel like, and it's funny because I was watching a podcast the other day, and the guy said, if he don't contact you, he don't want you. That really hit home, because it's like, what? If he don't contact you, he doesn't want you. If he doesn't contact you, that means he don't think about you throughout the day. You can't possibly think about me throughout the day and you haven't picked up the phone to call. Because I'm going to tell you something. When somebody is interested in you, they are picking up the phone and calling and texting you. And I know, because I have exes that call and text me. I have an ex right now that every morning, we're friends. We're just friends. But George every morning sends me a good morning text. And when he doesn't, I'm not going to say he forgets it. He might have got busy in the day or whatever. When he doesn't, he apologizes for not sending that message.
Dang. I don't know. He come for somebody's spot, it sound like.
Somebody coming in to take over.
Yeah, he's still shooting his shot every morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. He gonna let you know. I'm thinking about you. We friends. At the end of the day, we're friends. Like, we dated for some time, and then we are friends today. But that's what I mean. If a guy that doesn't want to have a relationship with you thinks about you every morning to say good morning, and the motherfucker you sleep with can't text you good morning, how you doing? There's something wrong with that.
It's true.
This dude said he don't want you. I agree with that. It's irritating, to think that, and I'm going to tell you, we talked about this before, and they rolled me on this because I said, I am not going to just be reaching out to you. I'm just not that person.
Yeah, I ain't going to be blowing you up. I call you once, you don't answer. I'm not calling no more.
I'm not calling no more. Because you see my call. In a society today where everyone has their phone in their hand. Am I wrong?
Nah.
Does everybody not have their phone either next to them, on the table? But you see, you go into the bathroom, you're looking at your phone, right?
Yeah.
You go to fix yourself something to eat, you're looking at your phone, right? You're watching TV and your phone is on the charge. You're picking your phone up, right?
And don't let them have the watch, too. It's like,
hell, and you got the watch.
Yeah.
And the call comes through on the watch.
On the watch.
Come on. What are you telling me? You're letting the person trust and believe. When that guy said he don't want you, he don't want you. Not for the same reasons that you might want him. You know what I'm saying? Because I think sometimes in a relationship, one person shows love first, shows more compassion first. Some people have to build up to that. make nobody love you. You can't make nobody feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? It might take them a while to get there, but guess what? George done text you 5 times this week, and George is doing more than the person that you sleep with. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm about to sip my drink. So, but it's effort and time.
Okay.
Because you have to make plans too. Make plans to spend time with that person. If a person is not making time for you, he don't want you.
Making time
she
for
don't want
somebody
you.
else. Or she making time for somebody else.
Right? If you're asking, I mean, it's a gentleman that has been in my DMs asking me out on a date. And my response is always laughing out loud because I can't go out on a date with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing somebody. So he was like, does laughing out loud mean yes? And I'm like, no, it does not mean yes. But for me, I'm trying to show consistent behavior and showing him that I am not interested in going out on, and I've said no to him in the past. So now I just put laughing out loud because you already know, look at your DMs, go up. I already said no a couple times. Like at the end of the day, I'm showing you consistency that I'm with somebody else. So you got to be consistent in showing somebody.
And then he being consistent because something you might fall out with the other person, and that day when he send it, that laugh out loud is going to be a yes. Yeah.
That might happen.
Yeah, he might get that yes one day.
I just want to say that with showing effort and time, you have to be, if a person needs to feel wanted, right? Not needed, but wanted. Because I don't need you, but I want you.
Yeah, it's a
And
difference.
if I want you, I'm going to regularly check in with you. I'm going to make sure that, hey, let's go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're with somebody, even if there's not a lot of time, don't miss me with all that bullshit of I'm just real busy. I was real busy today. Work was real busy today. Because guess what? My work was busy too, but I picked up my phone and texted you. When I thought about you, I text you. You know what I'm saying? So miss me with all the bullshit. I hate when people say, I've just been so busy. No, I'm just too busy for you. Come on, we got to recognize the red flags. We got to recognize them. And I think a lot of time we spend time making excuses for people. Stop making excuses for the red flags and stop inflating it to be something, make that person to be something that they're not. Because we do that in the beginning. I know hey, Titi gonna tell you, I've done it too. I've made somebody look like they're something they're not. We've all done that because we need to stop looking at people's potential.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, that's true. I do it I've done it before. I'm not going to say I do it all the time, but I've done it before too.
You've done it.
Yeah, just because you want to get to know that person, you know. But people do what you allow them to do to you. You know what I mean?
Right now there's so many ways to contact somebody. There's FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see me and it's been a couple days, then you should be wanting to FaceTime me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
I want to
the
see your
FaceTime.
face.
I'd rather FaceTime than a phone call.
That means that you have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
A person that doesn't FaceTime you is because guess what? They hiding some shit.
Yeah,
They somewhere they ain't supposed to be.
I knew you was about to say that.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to keep it real with you. At the end of the day, they're somewhere where they're not supposed to be. That's why they can't FaceTime you. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to turn my heat down. It's hot up in here.
Oh, yeah, I thought that you were cold.
You hot? Oh,
me
man.
too.
I just
You know,
turned it
I
off.
usually be cold.
Y'all, I know. I don't know. For some reason, that heat just be potent up here upstairs.
Booming.
But downstairs, they don't do
Yeah,
shit.
be freezing.
Be freezing. My basement be freezing, y'all. But like I said, there's so many ways of contacting a person. There is FaceTime. You can FaceTime a person. If you can't see a person for a couple of days, or you're in a not long term, but a long distance relationship, then it is imperative that you FaceTime. It's so funny because I dated somebody in my past. I'm not going to mention no names. And he lived in a different state and I was here. And when I first started talking to him, he would FaceTime all the time. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's all he wanted to do, FaceTime. I guess once he figured it was me and we get into this relationship, then you don't want to FaceTime no more.
For real?
Yeah, he was like, I don't have time to FaceTime. Like, I have to be on my iPad to FaceTime. And I'm like, when you go to bed at night, pull out your iPad and FaceTime me. And actually the relationship ended because I was just like, this is already a challenge with it being long distance, mm-hmm. but it's also a challenge that you're not meeting me in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm willing to FaceTime with you because at some point I need to see your face and you need to see my face. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Leave. Also, you know, if you can't sit there and text, send a voice message.
Yeah, voice message is easy.
Oh my God. Pick up the phone. Voice message. Hey, just thinking about you.
Send.
No
3
need
seconds.
Yeah. 3 seconds. No need to text me back. Why is that so hard for people? Effort and time. That shows consistency. If you're not giving effort and you're not putting no time in it, trust me, it's just not going to work. It is not going to work. Inconsistent behavior sets you up for failure. Sets the relationship up for failure. Mm-hmm. One person giving 100% and you giving 50. That means you giving 50 to one person and to another person. You out here cheating. That's what you're doing. Really, that's what Titi thinks. Uh-huh. It's just my perspective, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Don't hold me to that, but I'm just saying.
What else? What's next after on the consistency to show
promises being kept?
Got you, man. And your word. Woman or your
Don't
word.
tell me we're going out on a date Tuesday and Tuesday come and there's no date night.
And I ain't talk to you or nothing Tuesday.
And you ain't. That's breaking a promise. Mm-hmm. Your word, we used to say word is bond.
Word is bond, yeah.
Word is bond. What happened to your word being bond?
It is, though. I move like that.
Man, if your word isn't bond, you ain't shit. You can't make promises and not keep them. It's disappointing. It's disappointing because I feel like when you do something like this, you say, oh, we're going to take a trip. And then, okay, when we taking the trip and we start planning. And then when it comes to the month of the trip, there's no trip, right? Mm. That's disappointing because you're leading me to believe that you're in this relationship and you're really not. Your behaviors, your actions speak louder than your words.
Every time. Your
word got to be your bond. If it's not, you're breaking all kinds of fucking promises. Who can trust you? Can you be trusted? You're not dependable. You're not reliable. I'm telling you, for anybody, male or female, if you are with somebody that doesn't show that they're dependable, they are not the person for you. They can depend on you, but you can't depend on them. They are not the person for you. Move on. That's just TT's advice. Move on. Why are you there? Mm-hmm. Why are you wasting your time? You're insignificant to that person. You know what I'm saying? When you care, I'm going to tell you, when I care about somebody, I don't want to let you down. I don't want to let you down.
Exactly. Same.
I do not want to let you down because I know you're going to be upset. Mm-hmm. Why would I want to let you down? I would never. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a good partner, but you could be a great partner to somebody, but they might not be a good partner to you. The next one is actions speak louder than words. And I said that. Your actions, and it says here, this is funny because it says consistency in a relationship means a partner shows their feelings to back up their words. Mm. Often, once a partnership fades away from the honeymoon phase into a level of comfortability, words become stale.
They just saying shit.
You just saying shit just to be saying shit. Uh-huh. Don't say to me, I'm going to take you to the mall. And then the next day comes and we don't go to the mall. And you don't even call me to say, hey, I'm tied up. We can't go to the mall today. Or I can't take you to the movies. Or I can't take you to dinner.
Man, send that money. You can still go by yourself, though.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. I have no problems going to the movies by myself. Going to dinner by myself. Going to the mall and shopping for myself. None of that. I don't need you because I'm consistent. I ain't never gonna fail me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna be consistent for myself.
You're gonna show up for yourself every
I'm gonna
time.
show up for myself every time. Show up and show out every damn time. That's for sure. But you're neglectful when you don't. Your word is not your bond. You know what I'm saying? If your actions are not speaking louder, if your actions speak louder than your words, cool. But if you say you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing, but you're saying, we got, at some point, you got to understand that what they're saying is who they are. I think we fall in love with the facade of the person that we think that this person's character is.
What they portray themselves to be early on, during the honeymoon
themselves
phase.
to be early on. They portray themselves to be somebody that they're really not. And it's okay. I don't care how much time, a month, 2 months, 3 months. When you start seeing the inconsistency, it's time to get out. And I'm not saying that a person can't change, but you have to give them a reason to. Sometimes you have to leave for them to realize your value and your worth, right? You have to leave the relationship for them to see that. You might have to stop talking to them. You might have to cut them off in some way. Block them, like homegirl said. Block them. Until they realize that, hey, I had a good thing with this person and I messed it up.
I mean, but it might be too late when they realize that.
Oh, man.
Because, you know.
Will it be? Trust me.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody sitting on the side. I'm telling you, there's somebody in his or her DMs.
Right now.
Saying, how you doing today? I hope
morning.
you had a blessed day. I hope you had a good day. I'm telling you, I had a text. I'm not going to mention from who, but I had a text today that I was like, that was a nice text. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody is out here texting. And I might be telling on myself to say that there's another dude texting me, but I have friends that text me. Just friends. And at the end of the day, when you slip up, somebody is ready to slip in. Slip up so they can slip and slide right in there. Right? Yeah. What did we say earlier? We said something. We said we was going to mention it on the podcast, but I can't remember what it was.
It was something.
There was something that we said. I can't think about it.
Hey, it was when you was making coffee. I forgot. Slip up and slip in.
So even keel, do you know what that means?
Even keel?
Even keel, like it balances out.
Okay.
So that means that the consistency in the relationship has basically reached a level of consistency. That's a good thing. That's what you want to be there, where it's balanced out on both parts and it's not uneven anymore, right?
Even keel. No,
even keel. It's just saying it's balanced.
Yeah, it's moving.
It's moving in a good direction. It's balanced out. There's nobody sending mixed signals. Both of y'all are on the same page. You're both pouring in the same amount of consistency. He calling you and saying, hey, I'm hungry. Can you fix me something to eat? Yeah. You're there. You're doing what he's asking you. You're telling him, hey, my tire is flat. Can you come change my tire? He's there. Like, there's a level of consistency where you're both showing up and showing out for each other. And that's important. That is very important because that builds trust. You know what I'm saying? It builds trust. Oh my God, it's Marcus. I'm always talking about Marcus on the podcast. He must know I said his name earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus. Marcus be having me dying. I told him I talk about him on the podcast all the time. Predictable. Consistency is predictability.
Yeah.
It's predictability. You know, when somebody's predictable, guess what? Every time you know what to expect.
It's their character.
It's their character. That's some people being inconsistent is
their
a character
too.
flaw. It's a character flaw.
Yeah.
But being consistent or predictable is a good thing, right? It's, you know what to expect from this person every time. They ain't gonna fail you. They are not. it's funny because I always say that people are predictable in a relationship. You already know how they're going to react to certain things. If you do something to them, you already know how that person's going to react. Have you ever had that? Like you knew that if your action was, you knew what kind of reaction your action was going to cause for that person.
I don't know if I've experienced that.
That's just like the other day we were talking about. You were out and the girl smacked you. So your action created that reaction. You should have known that was going to be the predictable reaction.
Yeah, it was still early on though, so I didn't know.
No. Early on in the relationship?
Early in the relationship.
Okay.
But I think once she knew my character and knew the type of person I was, she didn't take offense to that type of stuff.
Oh, really?
Eventually.
Okay. Oh, but that was a good thing. So you grew.
Yeah.
From that experience.
Yeah,
it helped you grow. Like y'all talked through it?
Yeah, but there probably was a couple more instances after that.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I don't know. When somebody's predictable, I think that it shows you their true heart and their intentions.
And that's genuine.
It's genuine.
What they're doing is really, it's not putting on no show or no act.
No, you're getting exactly, what you want from that person. Their intentions are pure. You know what I'm saying? When somebody is predictable, you know where they stand for you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How they'll stand for you. It's not no question about it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times, being inconsistent, it's like it's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? It's a big challenge for people. Another sign that your partner is showing consistency is that it moves slowly. And you talked about the honeymoon phase. Your honeymoon phase isn't quite the same as most people who experience infatuation and gregarious attraction with a consistent partner. There's a lot of inconsistency with those types of partnerships. I think when you're infatuated with somebody, that'll fizzle out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so infatuated with that person. I don't know what you're infatuated with. It might be that they're handsome or she's beautiful and you're just truly infatuated. You know what I'm saying?
She's thick.
She thick.
Yeah. That's what gets me infatuated.
Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. That's crazy. So that's funny. But it should always be a gradual progression.
Yeah.
To being consistent as well. It should move slowly. It should move to love eventually, right? I think so. It's funny because I had someone reach out to me. Somebody I went to school with, and he reached out to me on Facebook, and he told me, been infatuated with you since, like, middle school. And he was like, but my boy was dating you, and I couldn't date you. But he was like, dang, you look amazing. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. Like, you look great. And he was like, me and another homeboy, which I dated him back in high school. He was like, me and homeboy was talking about you and how great you look. And I was like, oh, well, thank you. That's really nice. But it's funny because he mentioned infatuation. And I was like, wow, after all these years, he's telling me like, I've had a crush on you all these years. And I was really infatuated with you, but you were dating my friend. So I thought that was funny.
Are they still friends?
Funny thing is, nobody can find him. Like, he's not on social media. We've been looking for him. How do you find people
They don't want to be
that
found.
Disappear?
They don't want to be found.
Really? Like, how are you in this generation, in my generation, and you're not on social media? But there's a lot of people. It's funny because Marcus is not on social media.
Really?
I've had to tell him how to find my podcast.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like Marcus is not on social media. Alana's not on social media. There's a lot of people that are not on Facebook, Instagram, any of these social media platforms. They don't follow people. They don't, you know what I'm saying, communicate through social media at all. And this person, so we talked about it, and I said, oh, I need to have that on my podcast to see if we can find him because we've been looking for him and nobody can find him.
Maybe he'll watch the podcast.
Hopefully. We need to grow our followers. So another, so when you are consistent, You start to include your family and friends. When you know that the relationship is something that you want to invest in, let me tell y'all something. This is in my spirit right now. If you are with a person and you've been dating them for over 6 months, holidays just passed, they didn't include you in meeting their families or their friends, you've been dating a person and you haven't met any of his friends or his family members, baby, you ain't the one. The guy done told you he don't like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
he don't like you.
it's the second Christmas and you still ain't meet
You
no
ain't met
family?
his family. You ain't met his kids. His kids ain't been around you. Come on. That a person that is consistent will include you in their circle of friends and family. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I think once you know you like that person and you want to spend time with them, you're going to bring them around your family.
100%. The reason to not bring them around is because you don't want nobody to slip up and say something that they shouldn't be saying. Like,
Exactly.
Yo, chill. Whoa, you're wilding.
Oh,
You blowing
yeah.
my
Say
spot
something.
up.
You're
Yeah.
blowing up that he got more than one girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you bring them around, that means that you're in a serious relationship with this person. This is the person that you're bringing around the family. You're not just bringing no junk around, right? You're bringing somebody of value. At least you would think so. If he's not bringing you around his family, he ain't committed to you. He is not serious about you. Bringing someone, when I bring someone around you guys, it's because I'm serious about this person. Because it's no point in introducing him to my children if I'm not serious about him. And I take that, I'm going to tell you, I'm one person that I take that very serious. Don't play with my family, my kids. If you're not taking this relationship serious and you come around my kids, I'm liable to hurt you because you're not committed. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that to people.
Yeah.
You don't, because a lot of people don't bring their families in to relationships till years down the line because of this bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're bringing somebody around. You think the relationship is evolving forward. You're bringing them around your kids. And he got like 2 other girlfriends. Come on, who does that? Do people still do that? Do people still do that? I need to know.
We're going to have to ask our followers.
That's the next step in solidifying, like, this is my person, right? We need to poll that. Do people still... How can we word that? Because we always have a problem wording stuff.
What sucks about it is it's a certain amount of words you can put into the poll that makes it. So how do you want to word that one?
How can we word the question?
What is the question that you're...
When you when you're committed to somebody, are you bringing them around your family? Or when it's too early to bring somebody? I guess you know what I'm saying?
How long do you wait?
How long do you wait to bring someone around, to introduce someone to your family that you are dating consistently, right?
Yeah, somebody that you were dating.
Or you're evolving with in the relationship. The next step is probably husband or wife, right? This is the person I see longevity with. This is the person I see in my future. At the end of the day, I want my followers to understand that consistency leads to trust and dependability in the person that you're dating. If you don't feel secure in your relationship with the person that you're dating, then that's not the person for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't waste your time being consistent for somebody who's not consistent for you. Don't waste your time, you know, with someone that doesn't want the same things or is not showing actions behind their words. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's no action. Leave them alone. They're not worth it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes people just, we sitting here just waiting for something to be different or for them to take ownership or show action. And some people are just not actionable. You know what I'm saying?
I put, how long till you introduce a partner to family?
Okay.
To introduce a partner to family.
To your family, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, it doesn't let me put to your family. This is
to family.
To
okay.
family.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
let's
I put
post
6
that.
months, a year, or 2 years.
Okay, so you give them the option. You have to be able to, you have to be able, at the end of the day, the most important thing is being able to communicate with one another. Consistency takes time, and you got to be patient, I think.
Consistency takes time. How much time?
That's what, it depends on the person, don't you think?
Yeah.
It depends on the person. Because I feel like if I'm feeling you and I'm feeling you, then I'm going to be consistent. That's just who I am as a person. I think it's a character trait too. You know what I'm saying? Being consistent.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, because I feel like you can be consistent from day one.
From day one. You can. You can be, but there's a lot of inconsistent people out here. You just got to be able to communicate at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with the person that you're with. Communicate. I think, I was just talking to my girlfriend about this. And we talked about, her and I talked about people not being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Majority of people.
You're not being transparent in your relationship. You're not being honest. Honesty is the best policy. Like, being honest, because you don't know what a person is willing to accept.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to accept you being honest than you lying to me or gaslighting me or manipulating me.
Yeah, because then it's going to be two. Because if you're just, all right, say she asks you about something and you're honest, but you know that it's going to be a problem, you know what I mean? But you're being honest. If you lie about it, then now it's 2 problems. Because it's like, all right, I did this and I lied about it.
And you lied, and then you got to keep up with those lies.
3 strikes, you're out?
Yeah. Like, you got to keep up with the lies. Like, who got time in the day to keep up with the lies that you're telling?
Yeah.
You can't even keep up with them.
Too much.
It takes a lot of effort to lie. Listen, I respect more. I know this guy, and I know that he's with somebody else. Although he tries to hit on me all the time. I know he got a woman that he's seeing. Everybody has somebody. But he's never lied about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always from the gate. Listen, if you tell me you want to be with me, I'm going to leave her. But I got her here because I don't want to be by myself.
Yeah, she's a place.
I'm telling you, I respect that more than you lying about it.
Yeah. So we respect cheaters more than liars.
We respect honesty. You know what I'm saying? Honesty. It's just being, I can't stand a liar. I respect honesty. At the end of the day, you just got to be honest with people. Let them know. Because one thing I can tell you about women, because I'm a woman, I'm speaking from my perspective as a woman, is if I feel like you're lying to me, one thing about Virgos, we don't like to be lied to. If I feel like you're lying to me, I feel like you're insulting my intelligence. Because I don't believe you. If you're lying, if I feel like you're lying, that means I don't believe you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I feel that way, it just puts me in a place that I might do some crazy stuff. I might follow you. I need to find out what you're doing. I might, you know what I'm saying? Put a GPS tracker on your car. I don't know. I don't know what I'm capable of doing.
Just to prove that you're right?
Just to prove that I'm right. And I might not mess with you ever again, but I need to know. And I might not say nothing to you. I might take the information that I have and use that as an exit strategy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But why put somebody through all the lying when you could just be totally honest? And some women and men will accept it.
Yeah, I think it's just manipulation.
You know, we talked about it is manipulation. Why is so many manipulative people out here? Because you got something to gain from whatever you're lying about, right? Mm-hmm. You got something to gain from being with the person you're lying to. And then you got something to gain from whoever you're with. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day. I don't know. I just feel like transparency is key. Some people are going to accept you being with somebody else and don't give a damn. You know why? Because they feel like in the back of their minds, it's always a chance that he's going to mess up or she's going to mess up, and I'm going to have my chance with you anyway. Mm-hmm. That's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to put the effort. If you want the relationship, you got to put the effort in, right? What do you think about that?
No, that's 100% true.
Please make the person that you're with feel valued, and you know that you're worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't
devalue me as a person. I don't devalue myself. So for you to do it, that might set off some stuff in me. Might not be good. I don't think it's something you want to do.
For real.
Don't devalue me. You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody, for people like myself that we think highly of ourselves. We've worked so hard to be in a position. You know, I'm authentic. So what you see with me is what you get. I'm not faking. You know what I'm saying? I am my authentic self, and I love hard, and I'm loyal. So please don't devalue me. Don't do that. Don't devalue anybody, because that can really set people off when you don't show that you value them. I just feel like if you're not the person that the person that you're talking to, man or woman, if you're not that person and you can't stand up to be that person, leave that person alone and let them move on and find their happiness somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're just wasting their time.
You're wasting their time. Why would you be spinning their wheels?
Spinning their wheels.
Like, at the end of the day, I could have been with somebody else the last year. Why am I with you? Because you promised me, you showed me a version of yourself that is not you. And you had to work hard to be that person. When you got to work hard to be something you're not, that ain't cool. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it seems like a waste of time to me.
Have you ever been with somebody that in the first 6 months you thought that they were one way and come to find out they were just a totally different person?
No, not really. Just because I wait some time to even get in a relationship with somebody anyway, though. Like, I never like the infatuation. I might be infatuated or lustful over somebody, but she ain't gonna be my girlfriend still in no month or 2 or 3. No,
you got to work at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be some time.
Yeah, you got to put in the time. I think you got to put in the effort. Mm-hmm. Effort is very important in relationships. Putting in the effort. I think that what I always say, and I want the person that I'm with to understand, is I'm not in it simply for the ride. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? I am here as an active participant because I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be. It's because I want to be. Don't think that I'm on this ride. I'm just getting on this ride just to simply be along for the ride with you. You know what I'm saying? It's because I see longevity. I see you in my future. And if you're not seeing the same for me, then let me go be with somebody who is going to appreciate and value me and be like, oh, this is what I'm looking for too.
Yeah, similar goals and similar visions.
Absolutely. It's a lot of people out here lost already. I don't want to be lost with you. I don't want to be in the confusion with you. I don't want to be in the in-between with you. No, that's not what my goal is. My purpose or my goal is in a relationship is to eventually be married. I'm not just spinning my wheels out here with you on in the car for a long ride and then it doesn't work out and we're both going our separate ways because you're inconsistent. You don't show up. You're a liar. You're a cheater. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Why do people do that to people? I don't get it. I'm not along for the ride. I'm here for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? You heard that before?
Yeah, I have.
If you are, I feel like nieces and nephews, you got to make sure that you're not the only person putting in the effort in a relationship. If you both are not equally yoked, meaning that you're not even keel, balanced in the effort that you're putting into it, just let it go. Yeah. There's somebody else out there that wants the same things that you want. You know, if a man is not consistent with you in the effort that they're putting in, or a woman, they're not for you. I want to go over these 15 signs. How much time we got?
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I want to just go over this.
Okay.
15 signs you are not putting enough effort into a relationship. Okay? If you're feeling some type of a lack of effort, you're not putting it as yourself or even your partner. You can switch this around and say your partner's not doing it either. Mm-hmm. But it talks about you not putting in effort. But when you hear them, you're going to know it could be your partner too. I'm going to go through them real quickly though, because I know we have an hour. Your partner is always the one initiates the conversation and not you. Or vice versa. You are initiating the conversation and they are not. Mm-hmm. After you initiate the conversation, they respond. They're not putting any effort in it. Leave them alone. Not communicating like before. Communication changes. In the initial stage, honeymoon phase, everybody's, hi, good morning, how you doing? Hope you had a great afternoon. How's your day going? Hello, gorgeous. Hello, beautiful. Hey, pretty face. All that stuff. After the honeymoon phase, it goes away. You're not communicating like you were before. You're not sending that good morning text, that good night text, call you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Communication is not like it was in the beginning. He or she ain't taking you out on a date. You're not dating. You're not putting any effort in. If you're not dating, if you're not going out on dates and spending quality time with a person, that ain't your person. You stop noticing the little things about your partner, like a new outfit or a haircut. Oh my gosh. That means you're not complimenting them.
It means you're not paying attention either.
You're not paying attention. You're not complimenting them. Women live off of compliments. We want to hear every day, oh, you look beautiful. Your hair looks nice. Women want to hear this, right? Mm-hmm. People, that means that they're not into you. I want to change the 15 signs that your partner is not into you.
Just not into you.
They're just not into you, okay? This is on marriage.com. Stop caring about your own appearance. It says you stop caring about your own appearance. So that means you're not putting no effort in. Yeah. It says, it's crazy because when you first start out, when he comes to see you at night, you got a cute little outfit on. You make sure your hair's combed up and you might put some lip gloss on. After a couple months, you ain't doing that no more. You got a holy t-shirt on. Your drawers might be holy. Like you're not putting any effort into your appearance. Or you don't care about how you look anymore, right? Or they don't care about how they look for you anymore. They're not into you. Remember that movie that He's Just Not Into You? It made me think about that too. You're not interested in talking about how your partner's day went. It's very important. We just talked about this in texting your partner. In the beginning, you're texting, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you had a good day. I hope you're relaxing now. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? They're just not into you. You stop showing interest in your partner's life. You don't care about is going on in their life. Their kid is bad. You had to go to the school because the counselor called you up there. Like, you don't care about none of that shit. I don't care about your kid. I don't care about your kids. I don't care about how work is going. Like, you're not even invested in that anymore. When you first started, how was work? You know, how are things going? How was your day at work? What happened at work? Like, when you're not asking those questions, that means you're not putting any effort into it, and you're not going to evolve in the relationship either. You are not doing activities together anymore. They ain't calling you to go bowling. They ain't calling you to go meet them at the park to go rollerblading or roller skating or to the movies. Meet me at the movies. Meet me at the bar. Let's have a drink. You're not getting that phone call. They're not putting any effort into the relationship. If you're doing it, you're not putting any effort into the relationship. You're too busy. I'm so busy that my relationship is not a priority. I'm so busy that I couldn't text you today. I was so busy working that I couldn't call you today. Like I said, your phone is always in your hand unless you're hiding it in your car because you can't text at that moment. Plain and simple. Lack of intimacy. When you start not to be attracted to your partner, there's no effort in that anymore. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to even show them physical affection. There's a lot of people living in affectionless relationships.
Yeah, I knew somebody who was with somebody in 7 years and didn't
have sex or anything.
Yeah, why are y'all together?
7 years, no sex. I have a friend that went through that too.
Crazy.
The wife said she had all kinds of issues and she didn't want to have sex with him.
Yeah.
That means that there's no longer physical affection. Yeah. I'm not attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, if I don't no longer feel butterflies for you, I don't like you. Mm-hmm. So when the butterfly, the honeymoon phase and the butterflies dissipate, I don't like you anymore. I don't want to be with you. Selfish during sex. Oh, so many people out here like this. You only want to make it feel good to yourself, and you don't care about the other person. Uh-huh. You're not putting any effort into the relationship. There's a lot of people that complain about this. That is funny. That it is one of the 15 reasons there's no effort. Oh my God. Just the thought of putting effort in a relationship leaves you exhausted. Damn. That's pretty bad.
Hey.
So just thinking about it makes you exhausted.
Makes you not want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
You're
like, I thought about it. Nah, never mind.
I'd rather be at home
watching TV, reading a book. Oh my God. You don't care about creating memories or connecting anymore. That means you're not going on vacation with that person. You're not having dinner dates. You're not having movie dates, roller skating dates. You're not doing any of these things. There's no effort. It's no effort. You forget the person's birthday. You forget that it's your anniversary. Your anniversary, the first day you met anniversary, you might have got married anniversary. I mean, when you start forgetting their birthday, the important dates, you're not putting any effort in, guys.
Yeah.
Come on, let's think about it. If you are doing any of these 15 things, this ain't the person for you.
You need to move on.
Move on. Titi just gonna tell you, nieces and nephews, move on. They're not the person for you. You're not equally yoked in the relationship. Don't waste any more time. Move on with your life. But I thought those 15 reasons was the effort.
Necessary.
It was necessary to wrap it up. I know we took a little bit more time today at Titi's House Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure that you go to Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Definitely go out there and check us out. Until the next time, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.